Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we're glad that you will open up the portals, send your guardian angel, speak to the heart and mind, so that the teacher might have words to earth. Words you understand. Welcome to the live. Cash Peter, hi, welcome. Thank you for being in here. Big up, big up. Welcome to the live. Welcome. Welcome, Tracy. Mexican. Mexican Shirk. Hi. Welcome to tonight live stream. Welcome. As you walk in, could you please just touch the like button, please? Give me some likes. Give me some likes. Give me some likes. Mika, welcome. Thank you very much. You are so, I am so appreciated of it. Thank you, Cash. KB, um, election going, KB. The voice of already, the ends are already spoken. Omar, Zaman, throw your hands in the air and wave. Then, like you, just don't care. I believe you. Throw your hands in the wave and just wave. Whew. Not a care. Make you so happy and kind. Thank you very much, and I welcome you. And please touch the like button as you walk in. We are to be happy. Whatever the situation is, we are to be happy. You have to make you have to make yourself happy. Don't let nobody take that away from you. Happiness is yours. Happy, happy, happy is yours. Not now. Not at this moment, Omar. Omar, are you from Jamaica, Omar? I am from Jamaica, West Indies, island in the sun, land of wood and water, all the pretty beaches, That's where I'm from. Oh, you're living here in the United States. Maybe you're close to me. Ouch! Yes, 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 Mecca. Nice beaches, lovely um, terrains, lovely mountain, and that's where you found the Blue Mountain. Read about the Blue Mountain Peak? Yes. So you have the mountain ridge. There are some nice places in Jamaica. Yeah, some is still underdeveloped, but there are nice things to see, plant and thing. If you went through my live, it's not my live, I posted something the other day that the first breadfruit plant that came to Jamaica was planted by William J. Blige. Yeah, in Jamaica. He brought the first breadfruit seedling there. You can, everywhere have their ups and their downs, their bad and their good. If we could just grab some of the people them, and we we get some good brain, or reconstruct the brain and bring them, because they are nice people, and sometimes the things they do get up to your nostril. But like here, the same thing. The same thing. So everywhere you have nice places, you have nice people. That's the thing with Jamaica now. No matter what, they are always there, if it's even seeking your attention, to give you a hand. You know, can I help you? And they pick their thing and be. What nice places you're talking about? Places, yes, there are some nice beaches, right? And a lot of people from overseas trade in Jamaica. You have persons from here in the US who are building hotels in Jamaica, you know, capturing those that are coming in. You have the Chinese who are putting up their thing in Jamaica. You have, it seems you have a lot of them. Hmm? It seems you have a lot of animal man. And the goat. Well, well, let me blow your bubbles. I grew up with all domestic animals, actually. My people own properties, and they grow a lot of cows, goats, fowl. They do export farming. Not now, because they have all passed along, but that was how I grew up. Sponge of land, things to do, a lot of jelly coconut, a lot of things. Carefree girl going, man. You do all kind of things, right? So they had fishing. They have men that fishing for them every Friday. Butcher came in and they sold animals too. Every Sunday, you can rest on the shore. You're coming to my gate to purchase goat meat. They are doing 3, 4 goats and selling. So I grew up that way. I grew up with the animals. I love the animals. I love farming. I very much love farming. I love to see the plants. Right here where I am in the US, you're not seeing that. You love jerk chicken. Oh yeah, that's some more. Good. So I grew up with yeah, all those cows and goats you're gonna send. Well, that is, I'm not there now that I would say, well, then okay. I love my animals, man. And we fed our animals on real grass, nothing out of the bag. So they are real and authentic in their feeding. Real grass. Gold and oxtail is so expensive here in the United States. I don't purchase oxtail here. Well, I purchase oxtail to cook. Yeah, it's gone. It's gone on an eye now. Because like we used to purchase a box of £10, um, well, like $70, $100 now. 100 or 100 and something dollars now. And you go purchase. Yes, it is expensive. But I don't eat that out. I rather, you know, twist and turn it for myself. Good. Those are some of the things. Jamaica with the Aquarian salt fish, the nice white rum. Yeah, so they, we do a lot of export from Jamaica to the United States, such as water, sand, stone, and marl, bauxite, um, cane, sugar cane, the real rum. Wow. Ah, ho ho. I guess now it is about 200 and something for one US in Jamaica. 200 plus for one US. Our currency is next to none comparing to many years ago when I was much a younger girl, you know. And surprisingly, I went to Guatemala, and one US dollar is seven cents or something about that in Guatemala. Jamaica dollar is next to nothing, believe me. You send 100 US dollar, I make and calculate it from that. 100 US dollar to Jamaica, depending on which of the service you send it through. You're getting 15 15,400 and something. So just average that out. Yeah. So that's the reason why it's not that the place is not nice and so, but because there isn't much employment, they close down a lot of places. They close down the factories. Jamaica used to do stockings. They used to have stocking factories. You have the button factories. You have the first telephone built is in Jamaica. They had telephone factories. And I never have these telephone. We have the house telephone and thing. You have cosmetic factories. And then, okay, I'm talking about one place. I tell you, like one place. How much factories are right there? As I tell you, in one place, how much factories are right there? You have one place used to have a cosmetic factory, telephone factory, perfume factory, handbag factory, um, syrup factory, brush factory, and something else there. The gypsum, the thing that they put in the house for the house roofing, or the house top rather. Yes, now I think that is one place. One place. used to carry all of those factories. And those factories have closed. You have other places that did other things. You have the aluminum, you have. So a lot of things usually done in Jamaica. They closed down all of these employment. So when people, yeah, your girlfriend left you for a Chinaman? Oh, well, maybe she was not for you. So just allow it and let it go. Okay? So Jamaica was a producing, a matter of fact, if you should do the history in Jamaica, Jamaica was a second world, until it came down to third, and I don't know where on the retro scale is it now. I don't know where. And that's the reason why you have people leaving Jamaica educations are good. Comparing to even the US, yeah. They stretch your brain. They stretch your brains. Okay? But then after you do all of this, there isn't any much. So that's why people travel abroad to seek better. Nobody want to brush your hair anymore. Well, yeah, we go locks and go everything. So power of choice. That's your choice. The one that do that, that's your choice. So you can't beat them down. You have to just go with the flow. You have to go. So your girlfriend didn't want to brush her hair? Well, I hope not. Don't say your privacy under here. Keep that. Okay? Will you please like, subscribe, and share. Like up the live. So yeah, that's how it used to be in Jamaica. Omar and where is she gone? Where you slippery girl? I want to tell you something. The truth about it, 80 is not really poor. No, 80 is not really poor. If you should do the digging, the history, and these places, even in some places in Africa, it's not that they are poor. Who went in over them and pushed them away from their land, took their gold and their whatever. They are countries, and I won't call these names, that did that. Break down the break down the whole thing. Haiti is not poor, and Haiti is not really a small country either. So sometimes when you see certain things, don't worry yourself. They know why they are what they are and what they are doing. Because there are countries that right now, oh, your dad is from Bangladesh and you were born here. Okay. Yeah, so it's not that they are really poor. Jamaica is deemed as a poor country. But Jamaica is not really poor. Is who hold on to the purse string and make it look like we are so poor and destitute. Just like Haiti. Just like right now there is a place in Africa that the Chinese went in and they are pushing the people out of their own born land. Right? So that is what is happening. Jamaica had passed through a couple rule as well, because Jamaica is rich in what they have, in what we have. So countries came in. We were ruled by the English at one time. The Spaniards came in and they slew the Taínos. Jamaica, and then we have this other one in came say he discovered Jamaica where people was living, and he say he discovered Jamaica. And what they did, they tried to really, that is the reason why the war and the thing went on in Jamaica. So some of these places not really poor. If you really read about them, you will realize, not like they said it. But then the rich richer and the poor became poorer because the wealth is being controlled by a set of people. Understand? The rich, I mean, yeah, the rich control the wealth. So you get the crumb, and the crumb can't do anything for you, right? So that is how it goes, my friend. That is how it really goes. So, yeah, Bangladesh. Have you been there? Well, that's your father's birthland, so you need to go there. Mhm. Go on. Okay, you sell the ramen. The liquor store that they were called Ray Nephew. Do you know it? Right. If you're talking about the white rum from Jamaica, Ray and Nephew, sure. It is sold here as well. It's at the liquor store. We bought Ray and Neville white rum, and not only white rum, but you have the Appleton and things like that. Yes, you realize sometimes the English mix up with the patois. Come here, look there. Go down there, so. Kude. Kude mean look there in English. Come here means come here in English. Where you there means where are you in English. So you were born in that Creole, so we went and learned the Queen's English or the England English because that was brought the Spanish was taken away from us. It's not that it was really taken away, but then because the English came in, they put away the Spaniards, so they're in Spanish. Oh, okay, 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 okay. No, okay, I understand. So Jamaica was once a Spanish-speaking country, and then the English took over and brought their English to us. And English is easy to speak, but yet hard to speak. So there goes the patois. So the patois, yeah. And in Jamaica, every parish speak differently. Yeah. You will go to some places and the speech of the people you ask, oh, they are in foreign, they are in such country. No, they're right there in Jamaica. I've never traveled. You have children because they well spoken. But the patois can't get rid of, man. The patois is cream of the crop. And a lot of people like to hear when I talk patois. Where you there? Mercy Lord. Thank you very much. uh, I, you say baboon? Oh, I guess we all a baboon, you know. Um, okay. All right. Thank you for, you know, having this little rap with us as we go. So there. So welcome to the live once again. And as you come in, light up the live, we were just having this nice little rapport. You want to know about my country, you want to know, and it's all pleasure to say what I know. What I don't know, I don't know. Okay? Good. So welcome to the live, and as you walk in, will you um, kindly like the live, subscribe if you don't, and support the movements with the thumbs up. Please give me some likes. Okay, let me get on with it then. Happy birthday to those who are celebrating their birthday today, yesterday, or coming tomorrow. Happy birthday. If I have, no, I ain't have any relatives in Jamaica. Oh yeah, yeah, they have people in Africa that speaks English. Yes, no, they sort of speak it differently. Well, I guess everyone, you know, are not the same. You can, it's like if you meet an Canadian, you can tell the Canadian different from the American. No, that's true. Never understand. You have to. It's like you can't comprehend fast enough. Yeah, that's true. Thank you very much, Omar. It's a pleasure. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks. Okay then. Um, for those that are celebrating their birthday, have a happy birthday. A happy birthday. And if you are in the adult stage celebrating your birthday, after your celebration, you have a lot of things to think about. You have things to wonder, not wonder, but then you are putting your perspective in a place that you want to, what you want to, by a certain age, what you would like to achieve and what you would like to own. Understand? So you have that to do. After all the celebration and everybody comes and goes, you have that to do. After 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 wishing a happy birthday, I always give a little tips on, what you got to think on, because sometimes you put your priority out there and you set your goal. Sometimes they have not met. Reasons more than one. Sometimes two, it is on your path that you procrastinate and you know put it off until tomorrow, put it off until next year, put it off, and then you fell in a way that sometimes it took you a long time to really reach up to the achievement part of it. So what would have taken you 1 year may take you about 5 years to do. So you have that to think about and to put your priority first more than anything else. If it is for schooling, you put your best foot forward and you go on with your thing. Achieve. You are supposed to be a great achiever and achieve your goal as you go. You are waiting until you reach certain age to say, well, then, okay, I would like to um, get my goal by certain time, what goal you'd like to achieve. And then, you put those in perspective. And when you're doing that, you have to be serious on what you're doing. Because if you're not serious, you will be going and going, and then, time wasted cannot be regained. So you have to make good use of the time. If you're saving towards something, you'll be very serious in your saving and save towards it and go towards what you wanted. All right. So that is for the birthday people. For the persons that have their relative and apparently they may heal, doctor have diagnosed. They have so many diagnoses now. Diagnose your friend, your loved one, whoever it is, and you're wondering, you are pondering, you don't know what to do. Of course, you know what to do. One thing you're not to do is that you're not to be weak. You have to be strong for that person. Oh, how old am I? How old do I look? Do I look like about 70? No, I don't. Do I look? Yes, I am married. Hi, Jay. How are you? Do I look like about 70? Tell me. No, I don't. What type of music do I like? Oh, I am one of those soft music person. Yes, I love instrument. I try to play the guitar too, and I play the keyboard. Okay. Okay. So yes, um, you may be worrying, and each time you got to worry, especially if you are the caregiver for the person, you know. Oh yeah. Yes, I love oldies too. Frank Snatcher. Yeah, I love oldies. I listen to oldies a lot. Honest to be true to you, the new version of music, the way it is being sung, the wordings and the way how they put it, I just can't go with it because, you know, no. Music is supposed to be soothing to the ears, not a lot of tum 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 tum. And, if it's instrument, yeah. So, but I love music. I love music. I have music. I sleep with music. I wake up with music. I love I love these oldies music. When you look into them, sometimes you have to, smile because guess what? These these music that they call reggae. When I was growing up, the reggae musics that they used to sing is far different from these that they have now. You never have nothing I say, cock it up, make me back it up. You never have them something there. Back it up on the dumper truck and all these sort of stuff. You have you have real reggae music that you came up to hear and to appreciate. What you're hearing now about that's reggae, I don't know. I don't know. The profanity that is in it, the dissecting of women, and all that you have done in the bedroom, it is out and it's go. I ain't call those music. All right. All right, Omar. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Boom, boom, rhythm. Those are not me. I can't. I can't. I don't like them, so I don't listen to them. But um, the new version of people, these are some of the things they like, and these are what they rhythm to, and all these things. No, turn your yeah, cocky up again, and then I mean the the videos that they do with it. What I think sex is a private thing. I am old school, so I think old. But I think it's a private thing. I don't think it's supposed to be in music and then you're showing all the actions. I saw one this girl they went to a funeral and they were playing this music. And what was happening was up I look at the video and said, then you imagine if her husband or her man stand one side. Yeah, you know, and see what is happening. One jump on her hand, the next one to the front, and three of them, and she is there enjoying this craziness. They left, they dropped short of just boxing with a piece of clothes that she have on and just start doing the raw thing. You have dancehall where they go in and they brought in mattresses and after part of the night, real live sex is happening. Are you telling me so this is music and this is to be love? Excuse me. No, 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 no. Not me. Sorry. Right? Sorry. I don't. I don't. Right? But they walk with mattresses and afterward, girls, and you hear them with them putting up money. The one who whatever first and jump up here and then you have this is in a crowd of place. No, sweetie, these things it's not me. I am a old school person, right? Yeah, there are guys that sing, there are artists out there that sing clean music. I listen to, but it is mostly dominant with the other music. You have this girl coffee song, and coffee music can be a child can go with it. You know, you have other ladies, but boy, the ladies then come in like they even care less more than the man. Believe me, because the things they are singing about them, it is all about them, and they are the one rhythm to it, not me. Sorry. Not me. Anyhow, let me go into our next segment of the live. You know, this was entertaining. Trust Jay to come with these, man. Omar, yeah, it is. Omar, it is not. It is unacceptable, and I don't know what the people love it. I will never be ready to that. Even if I was 15 years old, because you must, you have to pick, you have to set yourself in a way that things that suits and listen to. People don't see you in some derogatory condition. Bother with it. Okay, let's move on. Yes. So if any person have anyone that passed away, um, what is happening here? That's what I am talking about. Call me old if you like, but certain thing you don't lower your standard for certain thing. To what? You are attracting crowd to you by doing so? No. No, 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 no. No. Exactly so. Exactly so. Right? And when the men sing these songs, because they know they have their type of crowd, right? Who will, go with that and don't care. I don't. There are some of these persons that I never, if I pass by and glance at them, no, I am on my way. And surprisingly, this is this lady, that everybody, what's her name again? Uh, the blue lady, because she liked to wear blue, right? And she do some things that then, apparently this is what brought in the money. But then when I have any money, I'm not gonna have any money. No, because I am not going to be showing my private parts. And then, you know, you gotta respect yourself and get respect from others. Yeah, you understand? Ah. it, I mean, because this is what the world is going to see you as. Even if you put it down and stop, people are going to see you, you know, yeah. And they are going to be standoffish with you, right? I ask the question every time. So many times I ask these questions. You look at the rappers, you look at even Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson became rich out of music and other things. And these things where you don't see them doing, you have not seen them doing these things. And they get lot of following, they get people go for them. So I always have to ask why these people have to do these things to attract the crowd. I will sit and look at Michael Jackson. He's just cool and nice in him thing and he don't have to sing all of these type of songs to be seen. So sometimes you wonder about it, but then to each his own. Everybody have their crowd that follows them, and everybody is, they into it, and this is the type of music that they gyrated to, and this is what they like. Cock it up, ya give me gal, yeah, and go on with all sort of nonsense. That's not real. Okay. Yeah, anybody that have persons that have passed away, then it is it is the morning time for you. It is time for morning for you, but your morning won't last for long. Your morning will comes to an end. Okay? It is morning and morning and morning. So mourn, bawl, holla, cry, Do what you have to do, right? But it will too come to an end. The joy cometh in the morning, after all sorrows. The joy will come. All right? Okay, and this evening, we just plan to have a short live. And of course, we come in with other little things before the main part of it. And we are just going to look at some things in the Bible. This evening, I'm going to give some Bible things. Let's look at some things because people are going through so much things, and we're just going to we are just going to look at some things. No preaching, no nothing. We just reason on it until when I am ready. Yes, it happened. I use your body for money for you. Do what you do, but don't do it. Play guitar and work at a liquor store. God bless you. You are doing, you're honest. You're working honestly. If you don't have to put your body out there, you don't have to do it. It don't make you a man. Yeah. You have money and it's like you're walking on ice. But the character thing, you lost your character, man. You lost it. So I hope a lot would think like you do. And some don't think that way. Some figure more or less. If we don't do this now, you don't have to do certain things to attract crowd. Your crowd will attract to you, or you will attract the crowd. Your type of crowd. You notice most of them have their type of people until they can't do no more. Because all of these things only have to do for a time. Yeah. There comes a time when you have to stand. Anyhow, in the book of it, if every time we look at things and when things happen, we we murmur, we complain, we cry, we do so many things. But there's a time for everything. There is a time under the sun, time and season for everything. If you look at the trees, the fruit trees, all fruits do not bear at the same time. There is a time when mangoes are in. There is a time when apples are in. There is a time when the other fruits are in. So one is going out and the other is coming in. And you will heard, oh, this is mango time. This is the apple time. This is, you know. So there is a time and a season under the sun for everything in our life. It is not all the same all the time. And Ecclesiastic 3 said so much good that we can understand that sometimes there is merriment. The other day there's this lady who I know. Last year she have 5 person died in her family, one behind the other. It's a long while she haven't have any persons passed away, and she have 5 people, one behind the other. So in life there is a time for everything, but sadly some of the time when these things are happening, persons think differently. Person put their head in a different space. Some go as to the end to say, somebody do me something, somebody witchcraft me. That is the reason why so and so happening. This is what? No. And you see, we speak that way because we do not know the time and the season. We do not accept that we are not going to be flourishing all the while. There is sometimes drought. Look at the season. We have 4 seasons of the year, right? We have we have winter, and that lasts for what, 4 months. We are in the winter season. You have spring, where people plant, and you'll see the grass popping up, you see the trees putting on their leaves, and everything look flourish and nice. While in the winter, everything gone hibernate because it's cold. Animals have to put in the barn, everything have to be out of the cold to get the warmth. That's one of the season. So the spring now, oh came the spring, and everything, all flowers pushing out their self, beautiful and nice. And you look, you see sign of life. The trees show to you signs of life. And then we went on to summer, when you actually have to remove all clothing if you don't mind, because the time is hot. We throw off the winter cloak and we can go basking in the sun. Not the country where I came from, we have no snow, we only have summer. In this time you will feel a little cold, yes, but we do not have winter like these places, because of course, what happened, we are close to the North Pole. Yes, something about that. Okay, but back down in the section of where we are, it is always warm. Even if we have the same seasons, but you saw it differently. Okay, yes, you saw the tree, the leaves fall off the tree, and then you saw them bud on again. Right, it's spring. Then you have the dear summer. And when Miss Summer came in, Miss Summer said, okay, you have to walk, you have to wear a small amount of clothing in order for you to get the cool breeze. And you do everything in the summer. Here in America, um, the beach closes off from somewhere in October. I don't even think they had reach October. But because the water is extremely cold, you can't go in and have your sea bath in there. In Jamaica, right round the year, you can go to sea, you can go to river. No extreme, nothing is being closed off. Different places, different things, yet we have the same 4 seasons of the year. And then now we move on to autumn. And you see autumn show up herself in a different way. And then you travels on and on right back to winter, and you close up the 4 seasons of the year. In your life, we could have attributed this to each person's life. There are sometimes winter in your life. Your business seems to, it's as if snow is falling. Everything not going according to plan. Things is slow. Things moving slow. Right? And so Ecclesiastic put it in its way. To everything there is a season and a time, every purpose under the heavens. A time to be born. There are some times for that year when they tally up and tell you how much children born. And guess what? It is so funny that this year you will have a lot of girls, very little boys born. And the next year, only boys, very few girls born. And you ask, Every person that got pregnant, it's a boy child. So we could use these and look at our life. And if we do that, then we will understand that it's not somebody go to somebody go buy some island, some powder and call a name and sprinkle and jump round and dance round and you know put pencil in them ear head and do all kind of things. Right? You would understand that there are changes in your life as you go along. Right? So it said, a time to born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. And what we said, people start planting in the spring. But sometime, although you planted in the spring, some of the plants, some of the crops don't look good. They don't come out right. So you have to hewing down those or pull them up, return over the soil and get your soil um, properly prepared for to replant again. You may plant beans, and the beans, oh, not a good crop. They don't look good, little and nothing. Worm hit them, and you get nothing from it. The Lord has made the worm too, don't it? And if we don't feed them, because they are fed by what we put in the earth. So there are time to plant and there are time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to KILL. And a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up. Sometimes in life there are things that is not going right, and you are there trying and you are trying, and you know what happened, this is not really what I wanted. So you break it down, you build. There's a time to break down and there is a time to build up. Let's say you have a foul cube and that you already done it properly, but you're finding that mite and things going and messing with the chickens. You look at it, the zinc may not stay good. Things need to be done. So you have to break down that one and build up a new brand one to house your chickens. So look at life that way, that there are times that you have to break down and a time to build up. Sometimes we use these word, use it as metaphor to look into our lives. Sometimes at some places, everybody is building or doing addition to their house. Why? They have put money aside and the money reached to the point where it can build them a new house or they can repair the one that they have because they were saving towards this from a long time. It reached to the amount and you said, before I have it, and it go to different things, let me start. And while you have that in mind, another person in your community have the same thing in mind, and that person is also, so you realize a couple of you well into your district are building and repairing because they were thinking the same way as you. It said a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance. Good night and how are you? Welcome. So good night. Thank you very much. So there's a time that it's like you can't get the thing right at all. You know, all that you are doing, something is not adding up. Thumbs up. There is something not adding up at all. Something is amiss, right? Sometimes you cry and you don't even know sometimes because you are pushing, you are trying, and you're just not getting it. And it brought tears to your eye. Why am I not getting it? And people will saw this happening in their lives. And they don't look at it and said, well, okay, last year was plenty. And we went back to the farmer again. Sometimes the farmers reap, they reap until their field yield the crops, all the crops came in nice and pretty. And they ever hear when even the corn that used to be big, stout, nice corns, when you reap them, good morning. When they are reaped, they are so small. You can't make any money off them. You take them to the market and you have to just go for little or nothing. Maybe you don't have much to take to the market, right? So there is a time for the plenty. You smile, your barn is filled, money. You sold here and there, and you're getting in money. And on another time, you have people to pay, you have, build things to meet up, and the cultivation never did well. But you have to bear in mind, that's the reason why when it is plenty and when the harvest looks good, make good use of it. So if this year you gone out of your cultivation, you make $1 million out of it, you have to plan wisely, because next year you may not make $1 million. You may make, it might split down the middle, and you only could have to make 500,000, right? When you saw things like this, don't get it in your head and say, oh, somebody is hurting me, somebody is doing this. Sometimes that person going through you thinking about, they are not thinking on your line of thinking at all. They are on a different line, right? But you are saying, boy, it must be somebody do this, is somebody do that, is some, nobody. It is written clear and nice in Ecclesiastic 3. And these words were penned years ago. And it's been serving from generation to generation. And you saw the same thing every time. Every time you saw it. There are sometimes, man, the things in your business just take off like that, non-stop. It's just going, it's just going, it's just going. You're pleased with what is happening. And there are sometimes you have to be wondering, wow, what happened to the people, right? You have everything cut in half. But I think more or less, and that's my opinion, when you saw things like that, I think God is watching to see how you reacted to things like these. It's like you're going for an interview, and some of the time the things they ask you in the interview, it don't look like it is relevant. But guess what? They use some little base things that you are not expecting them to use. And that's what they use to find out if you are really faithful, if you mean what you said. And when you saw your business, your selling went down, don't close it down. Maybe if you were selling bread and the sale of bread, gone down, sell cake. Find something else and place into the business. And say, okay, when the sale of bread pick up, then I will go. If you were selling clothing and you found that you have all those nice dresses selling, go out and see what the ladies are wearing. And if they are wearing skimpy clothes, just get some skimpy clothes put in there. Because you really want to keep your business floating, you want to keep it alive. So you just look around and see what they're wearing, what they wear, what the dress code is like. I remember sometimes ago this young man, he do Arkan peddler thing. He sells clothes, and when he looked, he said sometimes for the day it's none or just a small amount. So he went into a store one day and he saw the tongue, and he just went and he purchased a whole lot of tongue and put into his business. And before the week end, all of what he bought sold out. And he went back and he purchased again. Because what? The dress, the pants, the this not selling. There is a drought for that. So he just went for the panties. And he bought those. And don't ask. He make his money out of those. Until you have people coming to ask for this. So you know, well then, yes, it's a pickup right now. So don't think in your head that it is somebody who is messing around with my business. Somebody want to take me down. No, there is a time and a season for all that you do in life. When your time come, when the picking up time come, nobody can stop you. It's your time. This is your time. And nobody, not even you, can stop yourself if you mean to go through. It said time to get and a time to lose. A time to get and a time to lose, that time to keep and a time to do away with. Now sometimes you get from every quarters, and there is a time for you to lose. A time that you give. You give. Right? So some things that some persons do and do it seasonal, do it every time. No. There is a time for it. There comes a time when you do all of that. A time to rend and a time to sow. A time to keep silent and a time to speak. As time, you ever have a lot of junk mail backed up on you, and you look at it and you say, okay, one of these days I'm going to get rid of you all. And that came the day, and you start ripping or threading your papers. Get rid of the junk. This is time to get rid of them. said a time to rent and a time to sow. So there are times when people not sewing clothes now, actually. They just throw it out and go buy a new one. So this was written in the time when people are doing their sewing, whether with their hand or with their machines, right? This was written in that time. This time around in life, hardly you find people with machines. I have to go and look one to buy to purchase too. I need a machine, right? So there's a time you're sewing, and there's a time when you just rip and throw away, right? And this really put you right through to show a time to love. Hmm. Okay, go back to the one that says a time to speak and a time to keep silent. Silent is a weapon, if you didn't know. Silent is a weapon. And how it became a weapon, a person that don't know what is in your mind, because they can only know what you are thinking about when you open your mouth. With your mouth closed, and you use these antennas here, so they will be wondering, wow, so what is happening? Maybe you and such person usually, sit down and reason and think. There comes a time when you decided to ease away from the argument and you do more listening than speaking. And when you listen, you'll know more, you'll learn more. When you speak too much, they said bird that sing too much lose their tune or their tune. My people used to tell me that. A bird that sings too much lose its tune. So let persons wonder what, because if they show an interest in you, they are going to wonder what you're all about. Well, you don't speak, you don't have anything to say. You don't have your business telling anybody. You keep what you are keeping. You are moving in silence. You are doing your business and no second person knowing about it. So a time, let's say, thank you. Um, there comes a time when you use these and zip this one. Some people right round the year, right round every season, if they are going to the bathroom, they have to let you know they are going to the bathroom. If they're out of the bathroom, they have to say they're out of the bathroom. If they're cooking, and they just keep going. They have nothing for themselves to keep. Right? They don't keep, they're very secret. They don't have a secret for themselves. They just keep going. Time to listen and a time to speak. When you speak, you should be speaking knowledge, not nonsense. Right? You listen and you can sieve what you listen. You'll know what to take out and what to leave. When you listen, when you keep silent, you have to wonder what. But you're keeping silent for your own sanity. You are dealing with yourself those times. Only the me thing, right? You don't, You don't shut away people, but you don't have you in my thing this time. You apparently wanted to start with a business, you want to do so many things, and you have to keep quiet, silent in order to put your business plan in place. What am I going to do? Okay, I am I'm going to open a restaurant. You can't going around noising around and right. Um I'm streaming from the US. Good. Right? You can't going around calling everybody and telling everybody. Sometimes even the very closest person to you. Yeah, I understand that one. Right? Even the very closest person to you sometimes. You can't even say anything. Right? You have to just allow things to work out itself. And then after then, you can say, oh, this is it. You understand? So there is a time that the time is for you to deal with your own self, to deal with your own issue. You don't have other persons in your section. So you make a part of, and this is your section. You are dealing with yourself. Right? And when you finish, then you can say, okay, I did this and I did that. And it also said, what profit are ye that worketh in that which wherein ye laboreth? Let me read that. What profit are ye that worketh in that which wherein ye laboreth? Okay, ask a question. If you labor it, what's the profit? And the profit you should get. So you should be able to see something from the labor that you have done. Just ask the question. Because if you're not seeing anything, then you're wasting a load of times that you cannot regain. So whatever you do, you should be seeing a profit from it, not profit. A profit, sorry about that one. A profit from it. Okay. I'm gonna close this one right at this here. I know that there is no good in them, but for a man to rejoice and to do good in his life. And so every man should eat and drink and enjoy the good of all his labor. It is the gift of God. So whatever you do, you should eat and drink and enjoy it. It's the gift of God. He is the one that gives you strength. Make your day goes on. You understand? So, what it profit you working and you getting nothing from it? But a man should eat and drink and enjoy his labor. So it show you there are times when you are going to go down on the low, and there are times when you're going to rise. When you are down on the low, it is no person that is doing a psychic is going to call you and say to you, okay, this person, and you need to do this, and you need to do that. Go by the word, go by the season and the time. There are sometimes my people, the older persons usually said, sometimes coffee, sometimes tea, sometimes none at all. But sometimes you have it flourishing, very flourishing, and sometimes it's as if you have to search to find something, and sometimes none at all. They usually have their thing. Sometimes coffee, sometimes tea, and sometimes none at all. Right? So these are life lessons for people. These are life lessons that you look through and know that something is on. Sometimes you keep your mouth shut and keep your business in your bosom. When the time comes for it to be seen and revealed, then that's the time. Okay? But it's not something that you go noising about and you just keep on going and going and going. Right? There is a time and a season on the event that comes our way. And we have to know that, we have to appreciate that. As I use the fourth season of the year to show you, in winter, coming on to winter, you have to make preparation to go through the winter. Your yam field won't be on, your potato field won't be on, your banana field won't be on. There is nothing you will have. Even your animals, you gotta put them one side, right? So you have to make preparation. It said, be like the ant. Take a pattern, take a leaf from the ant book. They prepare into the summer. They start make their preparation. Their hole is being dug. It is being furnished with food, waiting for a disaster, waiting for the winter or waiting for the rainfall. Because when the rain is falling, they can't go out and search for any food. When the winter is on, they cannot go out and search for any food. So they stayed in, and their little house is warm with whatever electricity they put there. But it is warm for them to stay there. And they have food to last them until when summer came around. It's not like some of us that it's only when that's the time we are up and around looking to get certain things, looking this to put down, looking this to put down. Sometimes you can't get it. So make your preparation beforehand and have it when you need it. It's like your education. Go and get it and put it down. That when you need it, you just pick it up and go where it is being needed. Then when you saw a opening, they said to you, oh, we are going to need 4 subjects, and this is it, and this is it. And that's the time you are going to be looking for a school to start your schooling in order to get your sub. While you have the time at your hand, while you can do it, go get it. Get your skill, get everything you can get. Because if you are down on one thing, you can reach for the next one. Get it and put your piece of papers down to show that you have done you are competent. You were trained and successfully, and you get your piece of paper. Maybe you have applied for a job for a mighty long time until you forget about it. Sometimes the job that you really need, and you hang on to something else. Out of the blue, your phone rang, and when you pick it up, or you, John Doe, yeah, I, our application of being processed, and we are calling you in for an interview 10 o'clock Wednesday morning. Your dress code should be so and so. Our office where your interview center is on the upstairs of so and so. Bring your credentials. You don't have to go looking for it. You have it already. So you just put it in your folder and walked on. You understand? So we should be prepared for every given and any given thing. Because some of the times the job we needed, we do not get that job that we needed, but we get one that will take us to the one that we really needed. So get your piece of papers, put them down, that when they call you, you just take them up and with a nice smile on your face, and then you go to show that you are prepared, right? You are prepared. So it's a good thing to do what you have to do, and do not procrastinate. Do not wait until, and then when time catch up on you, then you're going to say, if you had known, if you had known, and then you start blaming somebody put with it too. If you had known, and it's because of my wife why I never go. It's because of my husband why I never go. My friend said, do not bother with it now. I remember I saw a young lady. She was, yes, somewhat brilliant, well spoken. She dropped out of school during pregnancy. And I saw her one day, and the company and crowd she was around. I looked at her. She had a reasoning ability. She can reason with you. And I looked at her and I said to myself, this young lady needs better. And I called her one day and I asked her some questions. And she said, but I don't have no money. I said, I didn't ask you that. I didn't ask you what you have. I asked you a direct questions. Give me a direct answer. And she answers. She said she don't have any money to go towards it. And I said to her, it's okay. And I went to the office. And I got the things. They all think it was mine. I said, no, it's not mine. And when I got the things at the office, I came back, called her, and I handed her the papers. I said to her, fill out these papers, and I will took them to the office because I don't want to leave them with you and you throw them aside. She said, no, man. And I keep up with her as if she was my sister or she was my child, which she couldn't be my child. Yeah. But I kept up with her as if she was my child or she is my sister. And she finished it and she took it to me. And I paid my fare and went to the office and put it there. They looked at it, said, okay, I will call. I said, okay. And before the week ended, she got a call. And she went and did the interview. And from the interview, she was placed at a training place. Yeah. Before they called her for the interview, she went and told her friends that she were hanging out with. And these were the remarks, or some of the remarks, that her friends that you were hanging out with. This is what they said. You have big woman, you have picnic already. What kind of school she tell you to go? The she meaning me. Eh? What she tell you to go to school for? She got the call. She never revealed those things to me until she she have landed a job as the bursar for a school. She went to school. I said to her, make sure that you do this. And she went. When I bumped into her again, because she had removed from where I was living. It wasn't she who removed. I was the one who removed from where that area and went into a next area. So I wasn't seeing her as often. And I saw her and she said to me, I am doing my autobiography and you are the one at the top in there. Because you are the one who inspired me. As I said, I did not just say to her, go. I went and I got the papers that she should have. And I gave them to her. I took them and put them in. She landed a job as a person. Yes. So you look out for people and you help them, right? The same person who speak it, that she was a big woman and she, why am I introducing her to school? They remain on the same level. She got through and she removed from that area and she lives at the next place and she's rubbing shoulder with the Joneses. She's in an office where she's throwing her waste paper. She and the hierarchy is throwing waste paper in the same waste paper basket. And she left them. She can't thank me enough. And not only she, but I just used that one to show you that, yeah, she cannot thank me enough for what I have done for her. If I had given her $1 trillion, it couldn't be more. Because why? Whatever she got in her brain, it is there to stay. It cannot be taken away. So it is there to stay. You understand? So these are the things and these are the times that things sometimes go down and things flourish the next time. But whatever the season is, accept it. You know, you're going to tell the Lord that you know there will come in a change. There will be a change. It is not going to stay like this all the time. But there comes a change in your life. And when the change comes, accept the change gladly. Okay? So at this time, I'm closing my live. I thank all of you for coming. Thank you for listening. Thank you, and I assure you I've picked up something from it. Okay? Have a good night. Have a good rest of the night. Thank you very much. Thank you for your subscription. For those that have subscribed to the channel, I welcome you again and I thank you for the subscription. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank all of you. Those that are just on the side listening, those that have subscribed, those that have participated in the live tonight, such as Omar and what's her name? And this is Blige. Hello. And thank you very much. Connection Master, thank you for coming in. Um, the one with, who is that up there? Rose. That is Rose Grisa. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for being here. And for those that have not seen the name, thank you very much. Thank you. Have yourself a good night. Tomorrow is work. For those that are going out to work, tomorrow you have to get up, be prepared, and start your week. Thank you, thank you. God bless all of you, and He will make your preparation and make your time very, very prosperous. So enjoy, be prosperous in whatever you're doing. Thank you very much. It is a pleasure. Thank you. And we will meet again. Right. Thanks.